Mark Norman, thank you so much for being here. We're recording this about 8 hours before Soups and Nuts officially drops on Netflix. So what does that feel like sitting around today? I know you're on the road, you're busy, but you're waiting for this massive video to come out that you've put years of work into, and now it's just kind of all out of your hands. So what does that feel like leading up to the premiere later tonight?
It comes out tomorrow, and I just want to get it over with. It's been such a goddamn nightmare with the PR. I hired a publicist. He's charging me $1 million. I've done so many podcasts and interviews. I'm on the toilet right now because I'm out of time. I'm at a hotel. I'm at a shitbox hotel in Lancaster. My key didn't work, so I went to the front desk, and he was like, "Oh, you're supposed to be checked out. It's 4 p.m." Okay. So now he's waiting outside my door, and I was like, "I just got to take a shit." So he's letting me shit and pack, and then I got to go find somewhere to shower. But this is the road, folks.
I saw you mention on Chrissy Chaos that Netflix gives you like a certain amount of money, basically, and then you have to decide how much to spend on producing the special, then how much to keep. Is that kind of right?
Yeah. It's kind of a shit deal, but they're smart businessmen because they know we want to be on Netflix. So they give you a couple bucks. You got to shoot it, edit it, promote it, all the stuff they used to do. And then you own it in 2 years. That's the big catch. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, because I was thinking, based on what you see in podcasts and things, it seems like the ongoing joke about you amongst your peers is that you're very money conscious. I think Shane Gillis was the one talking about you eating like the random leftovers on the Tuesdays with Stories Live. So is it hard for you to make these huge financial decisions for something like that's so expensive, like producing a Netflix quality special, or was this just different than your personal life? You just got to get it done.
Well, that's a great question there, Fatty. But the real problem is I'm cool with buying big. I bought a brownstone in Brooklyn. I bought a BMW, a vintage car, which was a huge money suck. But I'm not good at buying stuff for me, like a smoothie or new underwear.
That makes sense.
But the special, it's a big thing. So, yeah, I can splurge. I want all out because I want it to be good. You know, it's going to last forever. You put a lot of work into it. So, yeah, I swung for the fences on that.
That makes sense. It seems like comedians have different experiences working with like these big streamers. Obviously, like Andrew Schultz had the story about buying his back, and you're someone who typically works with darker jokes and darker topics. So was there anything that Netflix had a problem with, or were they just like the keys are in your hands?
I couldn't believe it. I think maybe like a Dave Chappelle or somebody opened the door for just saying crazy shit, or Ricky Gervais maybe. They were cool with, I got Holocaust, Down syndrome, fat jokes, trans jokes, you name it. And the only thing they said was, I wouldn't do COVID stuff just because it's past.
Yeah.
It's out of date. So I was like, great.
Because it's been a little bit between your last special, Out to Lunch, and this one, right? About 3 years, I think?
About 3 years, but I did do a half hour for Netflix in between there. So don't forget that.
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Your last special on YouTube is currently at around 12 million views. You were very early on the YouTube wave for comedians putting on full specials to their own channels. Was there any hesitancy to go with Netflix this time after seeing just how perfectly it worked on YouTube last time? Or was it always a goal to have a full-length 50-minute special, hour special on Netflix regardless?
Another great question, boy. You know your comedy biz.
I try.
Yeah, it's great. It's great having a guy on the other side because all the comedians know all this shit, and you can't talk to anybody about it who's not a comedian. But you're a nerd like us. Basically, I love YouTube. YouTube is great. It's great for comedy. These gatekeepers suck. It's a business at the end of the day, so they got no balls. They don't want to take a risk on a guy or a gal or a non-binary. But I think I got the YouTube crowd. I feel like I won that fight. And then I'm like, let me see if I can win the Netflix crowd. And I'll own it in 2 years anyway, so I can just put it on YouTube. Oh. So it's a win-win, and you get a couple bucks.
Yeah.
So I figure, hey, let's mix it up, and I get it back anyway.
That makes a lot of sense. That seems awesome. Okay, last question. This is kind of an inside nerdy YouTube question, but I noticed that you changed your profile picture from the Out to Lunch cover photo to the new Soups and Nuts cover photo of the
Soups to Nuts.
Soups to Nuts. Two nuts. Soups to Nuts. There we go. Should we expect that to be the new picture for the next 3 years on the Mark Norman YouTube channel?
Well, I don't know. I mean, who knows what the next thing will be, and then I'll change it then. I try not to. I never know how to do any of that stuff. My publicist or my manager will do all that. I'll just give them the password and tell them you do it. I'll probably just end up keeping it up because I'm a lazy douche. So yeah, that'll be up till the next thing I produce.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for hopping on the channel and talking with us here. And everyone, this comes out Tuesday, so this is the same day that you can go check out Mark's new special on Netflix right now. Thank you again, Mark.
Thank you, sir, and keep doing what you're doing. We all like it, and I'm gay.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
At Joke World. That's it. At Joke World.
And the world is WRLD.
That's a great YouTube channel, Joke World. Check it out.